Good afternoon. This is Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. I hope all of you are having a great day as I am. And I just thank each of you for coming to the website and reading our writings and listening to our YouTube recording. And thank you very much. Today I want to get right into it, and I just want to talk about the sweetness of the journey and how grateful I am for all the things that have transpired in my life. And when I was up this morning, and I was just thinking about how far I have come in my journey in really such a short time. And the progress is phenomenal to me anyway, that I'm able to do so many things that I couldn't do when I had all that weight on me. And I'm just excited, and I think yesterday and the day before I was just so excited because I remember when I first had the accident, and I talked a little bit about that last time, and I don't want to go back there. But one thing that the doctor had told me was wear good shoes. You've always got to wear good shoes. Don't kick with your feet. Don't pick up nothing that's too heavy, and see a chiropractor once a year. So the thing that I was dealing with was, Dorcas, you're not wearing good shoes. That came to me. The shoes that you're wearing, it's not supporting you. So anyway, I had bought these gazelles. Can you believe it? Gazelles. Adidas makes gazelles. So I had bought these gazelles, and they're so pretty. They're pink, and I really love them. And so I had bought these gazelles, I'm talking last year. And I just like to look at them because they look good. I never put them on, but anyway, it came to me, okay, now you need to start putting on shoes in your house. Because see, I'm going to the next level. I'm not trying to go to the next level. I'm going to the next level. Because as you release things and let them go and get your mind centered and focus on the right thing, then you have no other option but to go to the next level. And I don't want to be stuck. I have been fighting within myself all this time to get unstuck. So now, since I'm finding out how to get unstuck, hey, you better believe it, I'm going to the next level. So anyway, I put my pink gazelles on, and when I first tied them up that morning, I got up and I was ready to go get my shake for my breakfast, and I put them on, and I was tying them up and stuff. Hey, I could tie my shoes. I used to couldn't bend over to tie my shoes. That's another victory. But anyway, I'm tying my shoes up, and so my feet, because they haven't been in a good shoe, the muscles, the nerves are, not the muscles, the nerves, I could just feel them pulsating and going back and forth. And so anyway, I tied up my shoes, and I got down to walk, and when I started walking with my shoes on, it seemed awkward in the house. But anyway, I went out there, and I'm getting ready to make my shake, and I'm sitting down because I still have to sit down because I can't stand up too long. And so I go out there, and then all of a sudden I stand up because I need something, and guess what? Bam! I can stand up. And I'm like, whoa, Dorcas, you can stand up and you're not shaking, you're not wobbly, you're standing up. And I was standing up on my own, and I was like, whoa, Dorcas, you go. So I'm celebrating my accomplishments. And this is what I want to talk about. We have to celebrate our accomplishments. And the thing that I'm asking God is to help me to stop being so hard on myself. So anyway, I do that, and then I make my shake, and I'm feeling really good because of something that I was able to do that I haven't really been able to do. And after I make my shake, then I get the broom, and I'm sweeping the floor, and I'm able to bend over and get the trash and put it in, and I'm just really excited. So then I say, you know what? We have tile floors here where I live. the big towel. And so I said, I need to sweep my office. And usually when I sweep, I sit down. But I'm bringing the broom and the dustpan into my office, and I'm thinking to sit down. But because of these shoes that I have on that has a great support, I mean, Adidas makes really good shoes. So anyway, I find myself, I'm just sweeping my office. Can you believe it? After 12 years, I'm able to stand up. And I'm sweeping my office. I bend over. I get the trash. I put the trash in the thing, and I put it in the trash can. And so I'm like, wow, God, this is sweet. This is really sweet. I have my own parties. I have to. So I was just really inspired by that. And then the next thing I know, the next day I'm doing it again. So every morning now when I get up, I put my shoes on. I put my shoes on because I'm finding out even the sciatic nerve, the piriformis, whatever that's going on in my back, it's nothing compared to what it was. And so as long as I do my stretches with my back and I'm able to walk around and be more mobile, and it feels so good. That's the physical part. It feels so good. And so I'm just so grateful that this journey is taking me to places where a couple years ago I was saying, well, Dorcas, it's over. And that's what I want to tell you. No matter what you're going through, yours might not be weight. No matter what you're going through, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. We can make this, and we can make it together. And that's why I had that thing, push your foot up against mine. And I really believe in that. I really believe that if we're going to succeed in life, I mean, I don't believe that we can excel without each other. I really don't. I really believe that we need each other. So anyway, I'm getting up every day, and I'm putting on my shoes, and I'm doing things that I haven't been able to do before, and I'm feeling good about myself because my desire is not to stay in the same place I was last year. Every year I take an examination to see, okay, what is it that you could have did different? I always ask that question. Have you wronged anybody? I always ask that question. Have you taken money from somebody that you shouldn't have taken money from? I always ask certain questions, moral questions, because I believe that it's very important. So now that I'm going to the next level, I went in there and I'm cleaning up my bathroom, and I used to have a housekeeper. I don't have a housekeeper no more. I began to look back at my life, and I began to not look back with regret or why me? Why not me? And I believe that God has allowed me to go through all the turmoil and all the things that I've went through for this day and this time. Even my age. Because somebody had called me and said, you know what, Dorcas, you know why you're inspiring me? Because you're inspiring me because you're letting me know it's never too late. Hey, that's what we're here for, to encourage each other. So anyway, I was thinking about my life and thinking about all the people that God allowed to come alongside me and help me during the times that I couldn't help myself. And sometimes I would be angry or get angered because I thought people was taking my money, and they weren't taking my money. Excuse me. I was giving my money, and I thought that I shouldn't be giving my money, and I figured if I'm giving you my money, then you're really not helping me. But That's not true. People have helped me. I mean, literally came alongside me and helped me. Do you realize I've been here in Arizona 12 years? I have never been in Walmart or any grocery store. Somebody for 12 years have brought me whatever I needed from the store. That's sweet. That's a blessing. Somebody has cleaned my house, washed my clothes, washed my feet, clipped my toenails, came to the house, did my hair. I mean, the list goes on and on. Picked me up, took me to church, brought me back home, took me to get something to eat. The list goes on and on. People have cooked me food. I have lived, and I am living a good life. But sometimes we get cloudy within our disability. I mean, even when I go to the doctor, I got to say this. Somebody will push me to the doctor's office when I couldn't walk. I don't take those things for granted. Because that's God supplying for Dorcas. And people have made me laugh till I love to laugh. People have drove from California and brought me food. I mean, my friend, she know I like barbecue. And she would literally, they would get in the car, her and her husband, come down here just to bring me barbecue. I wouldn't have did that, but she did. And then when she come and bring me barbecue, she'd always leave me money. People have put money in the mail and say, Dorcas, you were on my mind. Here's $500. I mean, my life, when I sit back now and look and see all the things that God has provided for me in the midst of the storm, He was holding an umbrella over my head. Oh, He's just good like that. And I think what jarred my thinking was, I've been thinking about all the things that people have done for me. And if we change from within and we change the way we think, then we'll start thinking right thoughts, good thoughts, positive thoughts. And so I'm laying in the bed. It was Sunday night. I think it was late or 9 or something. I don't know. And anyway, the phone rang. And so I'm talking to somebody and I'm telling them I'm just excited about my shoes and how my feet feel and how that I feel. And you probably can tell that maybe I'm hyper. It might be my vitamin B12. I don't know. But anyway, I was telling my friend, I said, and I'm wearing my shoes and and I was telling her, and I feel so good. It just feels good not to be in pain. And so I said, I'm talking to my friend and I said, so now I got to get me some good dress shoes, some Sunday shoes. Because I don't wear my tennis shoes to the doctor because I don't want to weigh in them. They look like they might be weighing a couple pounds. Isn't that vain? But it's true. I would say, okay, I'm going to wear these to the doctor. I'm like, no, you better not put them shoes on. They look like they at least weigh 3 pounds. And that's going to get in the way of all the work that you've been doing. And sometimes I only go to the doctor. I only lost 4 pounds, 2 pounds, whatever. But I'm still not putting the shoes on. So anyway, I'm talking to my friend. And so I'm telling her, I said, so now I have to buy me a good shoe a dress shoe. And I said, so I'm going to do that. And I'm talking to her. I said, it's just going to take a minute. And then she tells me, Dorcas, you know how to use a computer? I said, yeah. And she was like, I want you to go online and buy the shoe. And I'm going to pay for it. And I was like, girl, I'm not telling you this for you to go buy me nothing. I know I'm not. And she's like, Dorcas, I want to do this for your birthday. Now we're in October. My birthday is in September. So I just decided that I'm going to celebrate my birthday another month. So I went online and bought the shoes. I went online and found the shoes. I'm sorry. I sent it to her. She bought the shoes. That's the correction. And then she called me and told me, okay, they're on the way. I thought about that. How that provisions have been made for me down through the years. And I thought about, there's this lady and her name is Judy, and how she goes all the way to Scottsdale. I don't know where Scottsdale is, but I know she goes, I order my grocery online and she goes and pick it up. And sometimes I'd be saying, let me give you something. And she said, no, I don't want nothing. She won't take anything. She just want to help. And thinking about all these kind of things has caused me to rethink my life and rethink that no matter all the stuff that you've been through all those things for teachable moments. We can't teach if we're not going to be a student of learning. You got to learn in order to teach. You got to go through something in order to teach. I don't know if, you might have been to college, you might not, but maybe elementary school or some type of schooling or some type of training. Somebody has taught us everything that we know. Or we've taught ourselves. But there has to be some type of learning. So what I'm learning, I have not mastered this. But what I am learning is that gratitude will change your thinking. When I get up in the morning, I pray for people. I pray for my doctor. I do. And I tell people, if you're, when they're talking about their doctor, I say, you need to pray for your doctor. Pray for my doctor? I say, yeah. I said, when in the morning, I say, God, I ask you to bless my doctor. I ask you to keep her healthy while she's waiting on the people with infirmities. Keep her body strong. Help her when she's making diagnoses to do the right thing. Give her what to say. There's stuff that we could do. I pray for the President of the United States. And the list goes on and on. So maybe we don't have money to give, but maybe it's a prayer. Maybe it could just be a kind word. Maybe it could be a smile. Maybe it could be an email of encouragement. Maybe it could be a phone call. Hey, you're on my mind today. They don't have to pick up, but you could just leave it on the thing. Hey, you're special. You mean the world to me. I love you. These are things that will happen to us when we begin to change from within. And we allow ourselves to stop thinking so many negative things that, they just want my money. I ain't got no money. I ain't got money like that. What money are you talking about, Dorcas? So when we change our thinking and our attitude, and don't nobody care about me, do you care about yourself? And people are all around us showing us that they care. And sometimes with myself being being disabled, It brings a whole different mindset if we're not careful. I know for me, because you're up one day, you're down the next day, and then nobody tells us how we really need to think. And then what we do is we think that I'm a burden to people. So we carry that attitude with us, and so now we're on the defensive for everything that somebody do. Hey, life is sweet. And that's all I come back to tell you today, is that no matter what storms you're going through, and that's not to negate them or to make us feel like they're not important or they're not real, or I'm really not hurting, or I'm really not in pain. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is whatever we're going through on today, if we choose to go through, we'll go to the next level. I hope you got something out of what I've been saying, and let's go to the next level. Let's go together. How about that? Let's go together. How can we go together? By changing our thoughts. Not only changing our thoughts, but we need to change our attitude. Not only changing our attitude, we need to change our behavior about people and the way we think about them. This has been Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. You all have a blessed and wonderful day, is my prayer. And we give you a rose from me. Love you.